Hi, I'm Doug from Amen Moto and welcome to Motorcycle Test Kitchen. And today we're going to go from this to this. Stay tuned. I'm not sure why motorcycle manufacturers put such wimpy horns in motorcycles, especially the big bikes, right? You have a leader bike and you go to honk the horn at somebody that's merging into your lane and you hit them with a Volkswagen Beetle noise. When you have your standard little meep noise that you get out of the standard horns that come on the bikes. I wanted to upgrade that. I wanted to go something a little louder, a little more authoritative. And I found a Denali Sound Bomb MINI that bolts right into place. And because it's rated at 5 amps, I don't have to hack the electrical system to either add a relay system or a special CAN bus system to drive anything that requires more than 5 amps. So I don't have to do any wiring on the bike. I also found a connector that takes me from the standard spade jacks you have on most universal fit horns, and it goes to the standard connector on the BMW wiring harness. It's a weather pack type connector. So I'm able to plug everything in without hacking the wiring harness on the motorcycles, and that's a big plus for me. A little pricey, probably about 45 bucks all in, but it should be a fairly straightforward installation, and let's get to it. Okay, so before we do the installation, let's go over to what I purchased, and this is stuff that you can get across the internet, and you can go to your favorite online store, and we'll post links on where you can buy these bits and pieces. But there's two main pieces that you need for this. The first is the Denali Sound Bomb MINI. It doesn't necessarily have to be this unit, but what's important is the current rating on the horn. And what you want to make sure is that it has no more than a 5 amp current rating on the horn. That's very important for the bike because the bike can only supply about 5 amps for the horn system. If you go anything greater than that, you're going to need to install either a relay system or go to CAN bus modification type thing to keep from blowing fuses. If you want to go this Denali Sound Bomb route, you can do that, but like I said, it takes more electronics to do that. So this is a fairly simple installation. You get with this, you get the horn itself. And there's two different frequencies for this. There's a low frequency and a high frequency. I bought the low frequency one. It comes with some spare brackets to help install it. And then separately I purchased this connector piece. And what this allows me to do is that I will not need to do any splicing on the motorcycle. I can tie directly into the motorcycle's weather pack type wiring system and wire directly to the sound bomb. So I don't have to do any cutting and splicing, and I can put the old horn back on if I want to. So I'm performing this installation on a 2018 R1200GS. And this is the standard model, not the adventure model. So you might want to look to see where your horn is on your particular motorcycle to see if you can make this fit. But on this particular water cooler, the horn is up underneath by the forks on the left-hand side. And it's back up in here. This is it right here. It's held on by one 13mm bolt in the back, and then I can get to the electrical connection, and then we'll go ahead and size up to see how this Denali Sound Bomb will bolt in, and hopefully it will be fairly quick installation. Okay, we're going to get to the 13mm bolt. That's up under here. Again, this is up near the air inlet above the radiator on the left side. I'm famous for dropping parts. Okay, and then we got to pull off our weather pack type connectors, which I can never remember how to do. There's a little tab you need to push on the back side here. I don't know if you can see that or not. You push that little tab and the connector comes right off. So that's getting the electrical connections off. Okay, and here's the new electrical connector. And again, this is sold separately. It doesn't come with a Denali Sound Bomb, but it's made particularly for this bike. So we just hook this back up again. I'll push this connector together. All right, I'm just going to do a size fit here to see if it's going to fit in here or not. So I've got some stuff in the way. I've got some wiring in the way and some plastics in the way, so this may not be quite so simple. Looks like we need to bend this bracket a little bit. Let's move that bracket over. So it's going to go in something like that. You're going to want it to face downhill so that you don't get water up in it. And then we can wire it up and put the connectors on. Okay, before we mount up the sound bomb, I want to make sure that I've got the wiring correct. So if you look on the connector side on the motorcycle itself, there's a green and brown wire. Brown is usually ground. So the green's going to be the hot side. So I put a tie wrap on the what will be the positive connector for the sound bomb. I'll put a little bit of thread locker on the nut for the sound bomb, and I've marked the sound bomb according to directions, which is positive, so we're going to go positive to positive and negative to negative. And hopefully this will all stick up in there. I'm about to find out. A bit of a tough fit with all the plastics and all. And this is the 10mm bolt that comes with the sound bomb. Hopefully I can squeeze that in there. Got that started. And we'll hopefully tighten this up with a 10mm. Okay, I think we should be clear of everything. Spin this back a little bit. And that should do it. Hopefully the suspension won't hit. One way to find out. Let's go try it out. Oh, sounds like a car now. Well, there we are, it works. All right, so fairly straightforward installation. It's not a carefree fit, what I would say. There's a little bit of interference on some of the plastics up in here, but I think that's okay. I think we'll be all right. We're going to go with that. So there we are. Well, that completes the installation of the Denali Sound Bomb MINI onto this BMW GS. It was a fairly simple installation. A little fiddly getting everything to fit under there, but I think the beauty of this installation is it's a pretty easy safety modification. And I get to sound more like a car now when I honk the horn rather than a moped, so I'm really happy about that. You could probably use any single horn type from any manufacturer. It doesn't have to be from Denali. The Denali fits, that's a big plus, and the other big plus was being able to get the connector adapter so that I can wire this up without having to cut or splice into the BMW wiring harness, and that was a big plus for me because now I can go back to the standard horn if I need to or want to. If you go with any other horn, make sure you go with a single horn that's under 5 amps so that you don't have to do any wiring with a relay or anything like that. Just simplifies the installation completely. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad that I've gone from meep to a beep. And let us know if there's any other types of technical videos or product reviews you'd like to see. And I want to thank Wes for allowing me to appear on this channel. Thanks again for watching. Ride safe.